Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Real and Raw with Ree. We are on episode 74. Some parts in this episode may not be kid friendly. I repeat, some parts in this episode may not be kid friendly. So you can pause it, save it for later, put your headphones in, do whatever you need to do. But again, some parts in this episode may not be kid friendly. So now that that is out of the way, grab a glass of your favorite drink and let's get on into it. So, you guys know how I like to start off my episodes. I like to start off with a mental health check. So, I would say that I am at a 9.5, 10. Nothing is going on. I would say that I am in a good space mentally, emotionally, all of that. Um, the only thing that's going on with me right now is that I am under the weather. Like I'm stopped up, coughing, so my voice might sound a little funny. But yeah, that's about it. I hope I feel better soon. I forgot when it started, like Sunday, Saturday, one of those. It started, but trying to get over it or whatever, drink my tea and all of that. I'm not really a medicine person, so not trying to um drink like Dayquil, NyQuil, and plus I feel like those don't work anyway. I feel like they make it worse, so I don't want to take none of that. So, um, yeah, but I drank my Ricolas. I don't know why I said drink. Take my Ricolas and cough drops and all of that. So that's what I normally do. But yes, I'm drinking my tea, staying hydrated, all of that good stuff, whatever, whatever. But yeah, I heard it's something that's going around or whatever. So make sure you guys stay safe, do what you need to do. Um, Take care of your family as well. Wear your mask if you need to. Your probiotics, vitamins, all of that. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing really, really, really well. You guys are at a 9.5, 10, if not better. Um, this will be my last episode for the year. Like last episode, it just sounds crazy to say that, but we're gonna start 2025 off fresh, better content, and all of that. I look forward to seeing how my podcast elevates and grows. 2024, I mean, yeah, 2024 was a very good year for my podcast. It has grown. I appreciate my new listeners, my loyal supporters, all of that. I appreciate you guys. Yes. But like I always say, if you guys need to talk, my inbox is always open. You can talk to me on social medias, even my email, realandrawwithre@gmail.com. I'm always here. Just know that you always have someone to talk to if you need to talk or if you need some advice, whatever, whatever, I'm always here. But we are going to go ahead and get into the episode. So, we are going to talk about me for a second. Okay. We're going to talk about me. So, I'm the type of person where I feel like I can be very, very, very stubborn. I have heard that so much, and it's true. I'm very stubborn. I stand on what I say. I feel like, if I'm right, um, I'm gonna tell you why I feel like I'm right. I'm going to have something to back it up with. Um, and if you feel like I'm wrong, you can provide some proof that shows me, or you can, feel like you showing me that I'm wrong. Um, I am very open to listening, and trying to understand why you feel like I'm wrong. But I'm also a person where I feel like your delivery is very important. Like, don't try to shove it down my throat as to why you feel like I'm wrong, but be respectful with it. I'm very open to other people's opinions, and I always feel like opinions are welcome, whether I listen to it or not, or I, take in what you're saying or whatever, or if I agree with you, I should say. But I'm very, very, very open. So I'm also a loving, very, 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 very loving person. I am a lover girl, I feel like. Um, as I always say, I don't always say it up here, but I feel like when I meet that person, I feel like, I have so much love to give. I'm very nurturing. Um, and I also feel like, you know, support the things that are very important to me is supporting me and showing up for me. I feel like that is very important to me. It's at the top of the list for me. I feel like if you can't do that for me, I don't really need you in my corner. I don't really care like what it is. I would not want you there. You can be an amazing person, but if you don't support me, you're not showing up for me, I can't rock with it. And that's just something that I cannot overlook because I feel like seeing that I have my podcast going on, I feel like my friends, my family, um, my partner or whoever I'm dealing with, it is very, very, very important that you show up for me, that you support me. And I seen a post the other day that was like, it was like at the top it said, what did it say? It said the support and it only had the person by themselves. And then at the bottom, it said the congratulations, and it had like a group of people behind the person. And I felt that so much because it's like that's how I feel. I feel like um people that are close to me really aren't really showing up and supporting me. And of course, I always see the post or you always hear that it's people that you don't know that you've never met that show up and show out for you the most. I 100% agree with that. It's never the people that are, I ain't gonna say it's never, but it's majority of the time it's the people that you do not know that show up and show out for you and support you and want to see you win. Now, when you do win, the people that are going to come will be the people that you know they expect a handout. They expect you to do this and do that for them. And it's just like, no, no. Is Calvin Klein giving you a discount? No, they're not. They're not doing that. You go there and you pay that regular price, and that's what you pay that whole price, and that's what you're going to pay here. I feel like you have to, I just feel like support is very important. It is. That's why I continue to do what I do. I continue to show up for myself because, like I said in my last episode, you show up for yourself and you do what you need to do for yourself because at the end of the day, everybody is looking out for themselves. And just like I was just having a conversation with somebody, and I was pretty much telling them like, dating wise, I don't care if like of course I want a man that has his own stuff going on, he doing what he do. But I also have to have my own motion going on. I have to be doing something with my life, being productive, making shit happen. I feel like that's how every woman should be. And it's okay to be a stay at home mom, stay at home wife, all of that. It is okay. Like I'm all for it. Like completely for it because like I said in I think it was my last episode or the episode before that, I said I don't like to work. Like I'm working because I have to. I have to keep these bills up, have a roof over my head, feed myself, all of that. So I have to do what I have to do. The goal is to like I guess you could say like I don't like working for someone. Like I want to be able to have my own schedule, all this. So the goal is to do my podcast full time. That is my own motion. Okay? I don't mean that you have to go out here and have a 9 to 5 to have your own motion. You can be doing something for yourself, but I feel like you should have something going on. Okay, and I feel like you should promote that as much as possible. I'm pretty sure people get tired of seeing my podcast up and down my timeline on my social medias, but that's just what you're gonna see because this is something that I'm trying to make shape. This is something that I'm doing for myself. So if you're tired of it, I don't know what to tell you, but it's going to keep being up there. So yeah, and you got to pay attention to the people who like your post, people who ask like, what are the links? Where can they find you at? People who share it, comment. You have to pay attention to those people. Those people are very, very, very important. And I feel like for people to support you when you aren't really that known, it says a lot. It says a lot for those people to support you. It really does. So having support is, I have always felt that way. Like I'm paying attention to my friends who listen to my podcast, my friends who share my podcast, comment, all of that. I'm paying attention. I might not say but I'm paying attention because when you have something going on, I'm gonna keep the same energy. I am. I'm not gonna share it. I'm not going to do word of mouth. I'm not gonna do any of that because I pay attention to who was rocking with me, who was doing this, who was doing that. I don't listen. When I drop a video and I feel like if you aren't really a audio podcast type person, like my video anyway, share my video anyway. That's what you can do. Um, yeah, that's what you can do. I'm here for you liking. I'm here for you sharing it. I'm here for you commenting. Like, yeah, I'm here for it. But for you to do absolutely nothing, no, it's not gonna sit well with me. It's not. So speaking of support, so there was something that I seen, and pretty much the question that I was asking people was, or that I guess I could say that I was just curious about, is getting support from like your baby mama, baby daddy type thing. So the example pretty much is, if your baby mama or your baby daddy hit you up and was like, hey, I can't afford my rent, can you pay it for me? Do they have a right to do that? Like, is it okay for them to do that? And would you pay it? So, of course, you have people that are like, well, if you can't afford to pay your rent, maybe the child should go live with the dad or go live with the mom. Um, I don't necessarily agree with that because there was a post, I forgot what post, I mean, not post, there was an episode that I did, I forgot which, I think it was like the co-parenting episode or some episode that I did where I was like, oh, it might have been with, I know I was talking about child support in the episode because there were people that were like, if you have to put the man on child support, then the child needs to go live with the dad because you cannot afford to raise him pretty much on your own. And I was like, what? Like, why would I raise a child on my own if we both made this child? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you know that you have a fucking child walking around out here, but because I want to put you on child support because you're not doing shit, I should give my child up to you. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And some people were agreeing with it, but I wasn't one of them. I don't agree with that, and I said it must be people who don't have no kids. Um, yeah, didn't agree. Back on track. So I feel like I don't really know. I'm not gonna say that you can't ask your baby daddy to pay your rent. But if he, like, let's just say that I was the wife, the girlfriend, whatever, and my man came to me and he was like, my baby mama hit me up asking me can I pay her rent? She can't afford it. Um, it's the holiday time, asked me can I pay her rent? I would be like, pay her rent. Like, that's exactly what I would say. Like, what she wants you to pay her rent for? Although he had just said it. But yeah, I would ask that. And then if he's like, she can't seem to pay it or whatever, um, I'm gonna be like, I don't know about that, because I feel like you should never start something, and I feel like if you do give them the money, especially like, I don't know, because rent is high these days. So if you give them like, let's just say their rent is like $1,300, and you give them that money, you need to have something in writing that they need to be paying you back. Because something like that, I feel like you'll probably end up in court. So yeah. But I don't know how I would feel. I really don't know how I would feel, to be completely honest, because it's just like she ain't had nobody else she could hit up. Um, if you are paying child support, it's like, where's your money going? What is she doing? So I would have like a whole bunch of questions. Like I really would have a whole bunch of questions. Um, and I had like realized that when you ask men a question, like let's just say I put this on my social media and I'm asking a question or something, men will not answer the question like straight up. They will not. They will not answer the question. So if I was just like, um, what can I say? If I asked them a scenario and let's just say that scenario, they would probably be like, um, does the dad do something for the child? Did the dad sign the birth certificate? It's just like, sir, just answer the question that I asked you and let's move on. Like I don't have all the answers to the questions that you're asking, so just answer the question. That's it. But yeah, I would have like, I don't know how I would feel about that. Like if my man came to me and told me that, I don't know how I would feel. I don't. Because it's I like I said, I know I would have some questions because it that just sounds crazy to me. And I don't even think the issue is that he's my man. I think it is like it's if you want him to pay like, let's just say you short like $100 and you want him to pay that, but if you want him to pay, let's just say your rent is $1,200 or something, and you want him to pay the whole $1,200, it would be a no for me because it's like, where's your money at? Where's your money? Like, do you work and all of that? Because no, it would be a no for me. You would have to go ask your friends and whatever. If you don't have nowhere to, I don't want to say that the child to come stay with us for a little bit, because I know like I don't want to be like, nah, I wouldn't want to be that woman that's just like, separate the kid from their mom. Like I wouldn't want to do that just because you can't pay your rent, because I just said that I don't agree with the whole putting the man on child support and saying that if you have to put him on child support, he needs to go stay with the dad, because I don't agree with that. So, I would say, yeah, he can come stay with us, while you figure out what you about to do or whatever. You figure out your living situation or whatever. He can come stay with us for the weekend. You can get him back or, figure something out like that. But like permanently take him, like try to take him or her from the mom. I'm not that type of girl. I wouldn't even recommend for my man to do that. Like, no, because we all fall on hard times. I get it. But it's a difference between being short a couple dollars and short the whole thing. Because it's like the rent comes around every month at the same time. So it's like, and then if you work, where is your money at? Where is it? So yeah, I just mm-mm. I wouldn't I don't know. Like I said, if my man was to pay it, if he just wants to look out, make sure that his son or his daughter has somewhere to let it head at, and this, that, and the third, we would have to have something in writing where that money needs to come back. You have a certain amount of months to pay that money back. You need to be making some payments every single month. Um, Now, if you couldn't pay your rent, and it's kind of like it would probably be like, well, if she couldn't afford to pay her rent, what makes you think that she's gonna be able to afford to pay you back? It could be a thing like that. That's why I said we're gonna have something in writing, baby. And if you don't be making them payments, we'll go to court for it. Because we need that money back. That's not a gift. We need that money back. But yeah, I feel like we all fall on hard times, but like I said, the bills come around the same time every month. So what are we doing? Hey y'all, I'm just interrupting to tell you that if you are listening on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe and thumbs up the video. If you are listening on any other platform, go ahead and hit that follow or plus sign button to support my podcast. And let's get on back into it. Then another thing that I've noticed is that a lot of women will not put the man on child support because they, I guess, don't want to ruin that relationship that they probably have with the dad. They want to get back with them, so they feel like, okay, let me not put him on child support. I might have a chance, blah, blah, blah. But if this man is not doing anything for his kid, you need to put him on child support. Maybe you wouldn't have this problem as far as you not being able to pay your rent. Put him on child support. And I feel like if you do have a man out here that is not on child support, he's buying clothes, shoes, he could be providing like other things, but we're gonna stick to like clothes and shoes or whatever. That is something that's one less thing that you have to do. Okay, yes, you can still buy your child clothes, shoes, all of that. But it's like that's one less thing that is heavy for you because you're getting support in that area. So I feel like you could be saving some type of money up, some type of money to where you don't have to reach out to him and ask him to pay your rent because it's like, again, that bill comes around the first of every month. We all have to prepare for it because you will not have a roof over your head if you do not prepare. And then they give you what, like 4 days after that to pay it until they add on that late fee and all of that. And you don't need the late fee charge because you can barely pay the original amount. So you don't need the late fee. You don't need that. So I just feel like if you have somebody that is doing something, that's one less thing for you to pay. Like one less thing, and you'll have some people out here that ask for the money and don't even use it for the child or don't use it for what you need to use it for. I mean, you could, I don't feel like this is my thing. This is my thing. I feel like parents are out here, keeping up with other people. Your child is your little child now. We're just gonna say like a baby. I don't feel like the baby has to be out here in Nike. What do the little babies be wearing? I don't know. I mainly see them with like Nike and all of that. I don't feel like they need to have that on. If you can afford it, yes. If you can afford it. But for you to be paying large amounts for a baby to be wearing Nike, knowing that they're gonna grow out of it in like 2 months, that's insane to me. Or the little Jordan sneakers or Nikes and all of that. Honey, no. I don't no. No. This is like not like a little baby fashion show. I mean, they're gonna grow out of this, especially those shoes. They are going to grow out of those. So it's like I wouldn't say it's a waste of money, but it's a waste of money. You also want your child to look good, but come on now. I mean, kids don't really care about that. They really don't. Kids love the little light up shoes. Um, yeah, I remember when the kids used to wear like the sneakers that had like the wheels at the bottom. But yeah, y'all out here like it's a fashion show for school and stuff like that. I mean, again, you want your child to look good, but I don't feel like your child has to have on like name brand things to look good. I don't think so. They don't. It is all about the outfits that you put together. Do they match? Oh, that's what it's about. I don't think your child need to be out here in wearing Coach and and stuff like that. They don't need to do that. I don't feel like your 5-year-old needs to be walking around with a purse or your 3-year-old needs to have a neck full of jewelry. Like I don't know. Like where they going? What are they doing? They don't even know what that is, like around their neck or around their wrist. Like they don't know what that is. You know what it is, and you put it up there. So it's like that money could have been used for your rent, could have been used for baby milk, diapers, anything like it could have been used for that, especially your rent. So I don't, yeah, I know I've never understood why parents go out here and buy these name brand shoes. Your baby does not have to wear name brand things. They do not. Your kids do not have to wear name brand things. They don't even. Who's out here like, oh, I want this. I want Nike this. I want Nike that. I want Jordan this. No, that's not their first thought. When they see something that light up, catches their attention, it's like, ooh, that's what they want. But you don't want that because it's like, I don't know about them light up shoes or whatever, whatever. Get that kid what they want to a certain extent. Like, if it's over your budget, no, baby, go back over there. Like, yeah. Be the parent, honey. Be the parent. Don't try to keep up with these people because, again, you don't know what they have going on over there. Their bills are not your bills. Okay, their finances are not your finances. You might not make what they make. So, and I'm trying to keep up with people. So, we're going to transition a little bit and talk about how long should you wait to get back out there after a breakup. So, I personally feel like you need to give yourself time to learn the single you, especially if you've been in a long relationship, because I feel like relationship you and single you are not the same person. At least for me, I'm not the same person. Like, excuse me being your friend and not really like paying attention to what you do, all this, that, and the third. When you get in a relationship with me, I'm not the same person. Like I'm not the same person. So, and I've said this before, like relationship me and single friend me, we're not the same person. Like relationship me is on that. Like she cares about what you're doing, who you talking to, your friends. Well, I care about your friends either way, but I more so really, really care now that we are on that type of time. So I feel like you need to take some time to learn who you are, what you really want, what went wrong in your last relationship. Do you need to fix anything? All of those things. I feel like that's very important. So you need to take some time to really learn yourself. Not saying that you have to take like 6 months and all this and that, but it also depends on how long you were in a relationship. If you were married, or in a relationship for like 4 years, I feel like you got to take that time to yourself to really know who you are, like what you really want, what went wrong, and take some time to get over that relationship, depending on why it ended, because you don't just want to hop into something new because that kind of comes off as okay, has she or he been dealing with this person while they were with that other person. At least that's what I would think. Depending on why we broke up, like, yeah, it depends. So I just feel like you really need to get to know you, who you are, what you want, and figure out if you are ready for something serious or you ready to just have fun. Which I feel like people should kind of, if you get out of a long relationship, I feel like you either need to spend some time to yourself or just go out and have fun and live a little, do that. But you really need to focus on who you are, what you want, because the dating pool sucks. Okay. Or I'm not gonna say it really sucks. I just feel like it depends on where you go, who you're getting to know, all of that. I think those are factors as to why you are probably still single or haven't found what you're looking for or whatever, or why you keep coming across certain people or the same people, because they do say, or I've heard, that you are dating the same people. It's just different versions, if that makes sense. And when it was broken down, I was like, I agree with that. Like, it makes sense or whatever. But yeah, you got to take some time to get to know yourself and like what you really want, like the things that you probably did wrong in your relationship. Just reflect. Take time to reflect on what it is that you want, where you see your life going. Do you want something serious? Do you still want to get married? All of that. It honestly depends on why you guys broke up in the first place. And me, I'm that person where I'm going to ask somebody like, so what happened in your last relationship? Did you learn anything from your last relationship? Is there anything that you feel like you need to change, work on from your last relationship? I'm that type of person. So, I feel like it's good to self-reflect. I also feel like before you get into something like serious, or if there was something that in your old relationship where you were just like, I want to do this, but I can't because I'm in a relationship, go out there and do those things. I'm not telling you to go out here and bust it wide open or swing it around and all this, that, and the third, but I do feel like you need to get that out of your system before you get into something serious again, if that is something that you want to do. But I also feel like people need to take breaks. Don't just like jump from relationship to relationship because you don't know what it's like to be alone. I feel like everybody should at some point be by themselves, like know what it's like to be alone and all of that. So to me, that's very important. Like, get to know yourself, spend time with yourself, date yourself, as they say. I don't really I think I only took myself out like on a solo date one time, but I feel like it's very important to go out and do those things. I have to go to places as soon as they open and all this, that, and the third because I don't like a bunch of people. I don't like people in my face. None of that. I have social anxiety, so I don't. No, I don't like that. I'm also very shy, very reserved, all of that. So yeah, I don't like crowded places or none of that. I don't like people sitting and standing all up on top of me, like give me my space. Yeah, I don't like that. So yeah. Um, but yeah, date yourself. Just get to know who you are, what you like, what you don't like, what you're not going to tolerate. Because I feel like at this point in our lives, depending on how old you are, everybody should know what they want. Okay, and there's some people out here pushing 50, don't know what they want. They 40, don't know what they want, or they do know what they want, but they are like full of games and full of BS. So I'm not with that. I feel like we're too old to be playing around and playing with people's feelings and emotions and all of that. So yeah, you should know what you want. I feel like personally. So switching gears a little bit, I feel like with it being the holiday season, everybody is emotional, people have lost people. Um and it's really weighing heavy on them this time of the year. I know it is for me. Um I think it was like a few days ago. I was just like really, really, really emotional and I had somewhere to go, so I really had to just get myself together. But um the tears, honey, they would not stop coming down. But I had to really like, I guess I could say I had to like keep telling myself like, okay, I got somewhere to go. Don't want to go nowhere with no red eyes and all of that. So I had to distract myself, like put my mind on something else. But Yeah, the holiday season is a tough, tough, tough time. I mean, it's tough anytime, but during the holiday season, you think about the what do they call, like, traditions and what this person would be doing around this time, what you would be doing, y'all good times together, all this, that, and the third. Like, it's a lot. So I feel like check on your people, love on your people. Suicide rates and all of that spike around this time because people are really going through it. Um, just be there for them. Just check in on them, make sure that they're good, they're straight. Um, ask them, do they need anything? Like, just pop. I'm not gonna say pop in on them because everybody doesn't like surprise visitors. I know I don't. Like, don't pop in on me, but it's okay to text me, check in on me, get them out the house, but don't force it. Don't force them. Don't try to drag them out or whatever. If they don't feel like going out, offer to do something indoors. Try to get them to come to your place, go hang out with you, like, just be there for them. It is very important to love on each other around this time. It is very, very, very important. I cannot stress that enough. Um, Me personally, of course, like Christmas wise, I was just like, I don't really know if I want to, you know, do certain things with my family or whatever anymore. Because it was just like for um Thanksgiving, it was a lot. It was too much trying to plan, the negativity, all of that. It was too much for me. So I was just like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't have time. So Christmas didn't do anything with them. Um, what else? And then New Year's, I was just like, I'm good on it. I don't want to do that. So, yeah, but this New Year's, I just plan to relax. Y'all be safe. If you guys are going out here and doing anything, be safe. I seen a post today that was like funerals cost this, this, this. Um, what else did they say? DUI cost this, this, this. Uber costs $10. Of course, some Ubers are higher than $10. It depends on where you're going. But yeah, so I always tell people, like, if you guys are going out as a group, you should Uber anyway. Like, I get it if y'all are coming from different locations, but choose like a meetup spot or something, like meet up at somebody's house who they would probably let you stay over there if you need to like crash for the night or whatever. Or have like your man, if you got one or something like that, to come get you or Uber home from the place. But also, if you are like really, really, really drunk, I don't recommend like getting in an Uber by yourself, like completely wasted. I don't agree with that. Be on the phone with somebody, share your location, all of that, but don't get behind the wheel. Do not get behind the wheel. So that's why they be out real heavy during that time of the year because they know that y'all are not going to Uber. Like, y'all are going to be riding around, drunk driving, and all of that. They know that. So I don't feel like a lot of people like to blame, the cops when things like that happen when you get pulled over. It's not their fault. It's not. Y'all knew better. Like, New Year's come around every time. This is not our first go round, so I feel like just Uber holidays, they're the same time every year. So just Uber. It's not that hard, but yeah. Check on your loved ones and all of that. And New Year's resolutions. I did not have any this year. I was just like, I'm not about to be like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this, I'm going to change this, new year, new me. I was just like, I'm not doing that. Like, my only thing is, I want to elevate my podcast. I want to continue to be happy, be happy. Um, just focus on me as I have been doing. Like, that's it. I don't want to make a whole list of things. I feel like a vision board is nice and all of that. Yeah, a vision board is nice, but I feel like if you want to change things, you cannot go in with the same behaviors and same mindset. You have to change that. You cannot go into a new year trying to be a better person, better individual, all of that, but you still have the same behaviors and same ways. Like, you have to change that. That's how I feel personally. Um, you cannot. I ain't gonna say you can't keep the same people around, but you gotta change that up too. Like, you gotta change your group of people. Like, people have the friends that they go out with. People have the friends that they talk business with. People have friends that they um vent to and all of that. Like, people have different groups of friends. I personally do not. I have well, for one, I used to go out by my damn self um all the time. Like, I was going out by myself. So if I wasn't going out with my sister, I was by myself. So yeah. But I also have a friend that I go out with sometimes. We go eat, all of that. So that's my person that I go and do that stuff with. So I don't have like a lot of group of friends like most people have. I don't have that. So yeah, but you have to change your behaviors and all of that. If you really want to see a change, see some progress, you have to change your ways up. Like, let's just say you're trying to lose weight or whatever. You got to change up how you eating or portion your foods and all of that. Like, have a workout plan and write stuff down. So I just feel like you cannot go in with the same mindset, same behaviors, continuing to be the same person that you are. It's just not gonna work because I mean, what are you doing differently? So yeah, that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up. I just want to thank you guys for tuning into another episode of Real and Raw with Ree. I hope that you guys have a great, great, great new year. I have decided that I'm going to start uploading my episodes on Fridays instead of Wednesdays. It's just better for me. So, I just uploaded this because I didn't upload one last week and I wanted to make sure that I got one out to you guys before the end of 2024. But I hope that you guys have an amazing new year. I hope that you just spend time with your family, you get everything that you want. Just go into the new year with a new mindset, new attitude. Um, leave all that old stuff behind. Like, leave it behind. Don't take it into the new year with you. It's not worth it. Okay, just leave it behind. I plan to do the same thing. I feel like I already have, but it's a lot more things that you can remove. It's never too much. So I appreciate each and every one of you, my listeners who have been rocking with me for a minute now. Like, I think I've been doing this for a year, I want to say. Yeah, a year. So I appreciate you guys. It's only up from here. We're going to continue to grow, continue to elevate, continue to be the best that we can be. I plan to put out better and new content, always looking for ways to improve. And I just appreciate you guys so, so much. I'm looking forward to what 2025 has in store for me, for my family, for my friends, my supporters, all of that. So I will see you guys on Friday. Bye.